Hi everyone! Welcome back to my Python series. In this video, we'll talk about conditional statements using if. Basically, ito yung ginagamit natin when we want our program to make decisions. For example, if something is true, do this. If not, do something else. We'll go through three examples: the leap year checker, triangle identifier, and the number comparison game. So now, let's start with the first one. So this is our code for our leap checker system. So this is a very simple program wherein ina-identify niya if yung in-input natin na year is considered leap year or not. So first thing na ginagawa ng system is it asks for input. So input a year. Gumamit tayo dito ng variable int since considered as int ang year kasi hindi siya nagko-consist ng any decimal places. So, next is paano naman nagwo-work ang ating if. So, ang ating if is it consists a condition. So, sa loob or doon sa ating if statement, meron tayong condition na kapag nag-true siya, whatever it is na laman ng body ng if is ira-run niya to or i-display niya to. Else, kapag nag-false naman ang ating if, nag-false yung condition na nasa if natin, therefore, pupunta siya doon sa ating else statement. So how does our if condition works? So if daw yung year is divisible by 4, it means considered siya as leap year. Pero naman kapag divisible siya by 100, therefore it's not considered as a leap year unless divisible din siya by 400. So to demo it, let's try. So 2024, as we all know, 2024 is a leap year. So dapat ang ipiprint ng ating program is leap year since of course magtutrue siya doon sa if statement. So nagprint siya ng leap year kasi considered as leap year ang ating 2024. Therefore, tama ang logic ng ating program. Let's try it again. Try naman natin if 2023. So 2023, hindi siya considered as leap year. Therefore, dapat not a leap year ang ipiprint ng ating program. Yun, so not a leap year. So this program, it is very simple. The program checks the condition and decide what to print using ang ating if and else statements. We have our triangle identifier program. So dito naman, we input three sides of a triangle. So S1, S2, and S3. And then, magpo-proceed na tayo sa ating conditional statement. So as you can see here, it is slightly different than our previous program since gumamit na tayo dito ng nested if. So what is a nested if? So a nested if is an if inside ng isa pang if. So if na nasa loob ng if. So paano nag-run tong program na to or paano nagwo-work tong condition na to? So first thing is chine-check niya muna if yung in-input natin is a valid triangle. Then, kapag nag-true siya dyan, papasok siya sa ating if body or sa loob ng ating if. As you can notice, kapag nested if siya, nasa loob siya ng if, dapat indented siya para ma-identify siya as the body of our if statement. So, for example, magtutrue siya dito sa ating if. Then, papasok siya doon sa another if na meron tayo. So, kapag considered siya as a valid triangle, i-check na natin kung which type of triangle siya, either equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. So, kapag lahat ng sides are equal, it is considered as equilateral. Kapag at least two sides naman ang equal, isosceles. And else, if wala dito sa unang if and then sa elif ang nag-true, therefore, it is considered as scalene, which means iba-iba yung side or walang equal side. Else, kapag hindi siya valid triangle or for example, dito pa lang nag-false na siya, hindi na siya papasok dito sa loob ng if body natin. Direkta na siyang pupunta sa ating if statement which will print not a valid triangle. So, try natin siyang i-run and let's see kung paano siya nag-work. So, for example, 3, 3, 3. So, lahat yan equal side. So, we expect na equilateral ang ipiprint niya. So, let's see if equilateral nga talaga yung ipiprint niya. So, yun, tama. It is equilateral. So, try naman natin if 1, 2, and 10. So, as you can see, nag-print siya ng not a valid triangle. Since doon pa lang sa first if natin, nag-false na siya. Therefore, hindi na siya pumasok sa body ng if and nag-print na siya doon sa ating else. Pumasok na siya sa ating else. Therefore, it is considered as not a valid triangle. So, dito nakikita natin kung paano gumamit ng if, elif, and else para ma-check or para makapag-check tayo ng multiple conditions. Now for the last one, the number comparison game. So this one compares three numbers to find the largest, then tells if it's odd or even. So we get input for our num1, num2, and num3. So this line of code, yung ating line 7, we assume na ang ating largest is si num1. So largest is equals to num1. Then after that, we check. So if num2 is greater than largest, therefore ang magiging largest na natin is num2. Then another if num3 naman daw is largest or it's greater than largest, therefore ang mako-considered na largest number is num3. So bawat if condition dito, tinitest kung mas malaki yung number. Then we keep updating the largest value. Then after that, we print the largest number. Then, itong if statement naman to or itong if condition naman to, i-check naman if odd siya or even. So, if largest modulo 2 is equals to 0, kapag nag-true siya dito, therefore, it is an even number. Else, kapag nag-false siya dito, pupunta siya dito, and ipiprint niya is odd. So, let's do a demo run. For example, 10, 5, 7. So as we all know, ang magiging largest number natin dito is 10. And then we will check if even number si 10. So since nag-true siya dito sa largest modulo 2 is equals to 0, therefore it is considered as even number. So let's try to get a odd number naman. For example, 13, 25, 9. So, our largest number is 25 and nag-fall siya sa ating if condition to check if it's odd or even. Therefore, it is considered as a odd number. So, dito, makita natin how if can be used multiple times to compare values and make decisions. And that's it for our part 2 conditional statements if. We learn how to let Python make decisions and respond differently depending on conditions. In the next video, we'll move on to if-else statements where we'll add more structure to our decisions. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.